10 Things Not to Do in Singapore. Welcome back, travelers. If you're planning a trip to Singapore, there are some things you'll definitely want to avoid. From fines to cultural faux pas, this city-state has rules that might surprise you. So, before you pack your bags, here are 10 things not to do in Singapore. 1. Don't chew gum. First up, don't chew gum. Sounds strange, right? But in Singapore, chewing gum in public is banned. The law was introduced to maintain cleanliness and prevent damage to public property. If you're craving gum, it's available at pharmacies for medical use, but just be discreet. 2. Don't litter. Next, don't litter. Singapore is known for its cleanliness, and the government takes it very seriously. You could be fined up to $1,000 for throwing trash on the streets. So, be sure to dispose of your waste properly or risk a hefty fine. 3. Don't smoke in public areas. Smoking in public places is a big no-no. There are designated smoking areas, but you'll face a fine if you light up anywhere else, especially near public transport stations or within 5 meters of doorways. Stay informed and use the right spots to avoid penalties. 4. Don't use your phone while driving. Using your phone while driving? Not a good idea in Singapore. The laws are strict and the fines are steep. Don't risk it. Keep your phone out of reach or pull over safely if you need to make a call. 5. Don't jaywalk. Although it might be tempting to cross the road wherever you please, don't jaywalk. Singapore has strict pedestrian laws and you can be fined for crossing outside designated areas. Always use crosswalks or pedestrian bridges. 6. Don't feed the animals. In Singapore, don't feed the animals, especially in parks or nature reserves. It may seem harmless, but it can disrupt wildlife and harm the animals. Plus, you could get fined for the behavior. 7. Don't bring in illegal drugs. Singapore has a zero-tolerance policy on drugs. The possession, consumption, or trafficking of illegal substances could result in serious consequences, including the death penalty in extreme cases. Just don't do it. 8. Don't engage in public displays of affection. Public displays of affection are generally frowned upon in Singapore, especially in more conservative settings. Holding hands or a brief kiss might be fine, but excessive PDA could raise eyebrows and make others uncomfortable. 9. Don't be loud in public spaces. Singapore is a peaceful city, and loud behavior is often viewed as disruptive. Keep your voice down, especially on public transport or in quiet zones, to avoid disturbing others. 10. Don't ignore the local laws and culture. Finally, don't ignore Singapore's local laws and culture. Whether it's respecting local traditions, following the rules of etiquette, or simply being polite, understanding the culture will make your trip more enjoyable and respectful to the locals. And there you have it, 10 things not to do in Singapore.